Hi there, this is Mark Decker, and I thought I would do some story time today. This is the story about the time I might have forgot how physics worked. I was a long time ago, I was in Korea in the army, and I was driving a Humvee across base. Humvees are giant wide vehicles, if you're not familiar, and I also had a trailer attached to the back of the Humvee. So we were driving across base to a place I'd not been before, and I got a little bit lost. And it's important to know that Korea is a land of mountains. It's very, very steep hills. The Korean creation myth is actually that a tiger and a dragon got in a fight and their claw marks created the land. And so that gives you a general idea of what kind of steepness we're talking about. And so I wound up going up one of these steep hills, which on what turned out to be a one-way street, and I wound up stuck. So when you have the trailer, it's really difficult to do a turnaround, and we were at an angle about thereabouts. And so these trailers, we take them off and push them and pull them and drag them around the motor pool all the time. So in my head, I can just detach the trailer and move it around and readjust the Humvee, because we literally, like, I tried to turn it, but we wound up literally crossways on the road, and there was a wall in front, wall behind, completely stuck. So put down the front wheel on the trailer, and then I detached it, and at first everything was going just fine. So I was on the downhill side, I had another person with me on the uphill side, and so we detached the trailer, and we're about to engage the brake when gravity took over. And me being on the downhill side, I wound up grabbing onto the tongue of the trailer and wrapping my legs around it, my arms around it. There's one little flimsy wheel keeping me off the ground. And I rode down the hill. The poor other soldier with me just ran after, like, Decker, no! Like, he thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die. I'm one of those people, I don't get excited on roller coasters. I feel entirely safe, but it was one of the most thrilling rides, of my lifetime. I do not recommend it, however. It was quite terrifying. Wound up, thankfully, the front wheel stayed down, and eventually I kind of crashed into a wall a couple hundred feet down the hill, and unscathed, a little bit of scratch paint on the truck, which I went and reported to the maintenance department, and with a slightly bashful, toned down retelling of the story. And that is the story about how I forgot how gravity worked. And I hope maybe someday you will avoid repeating my mistake. Have a wonderful day.